Let's talk a little. I know you talked before, just how much more comfortable you feel in this camp with this system, and just kind of where you are after a year of working on your body and being here.
Yeah, just put the work in, like you know how to, like you learn how to in college. Try and bring it to one of my college coaches, Coach McDonald. He told me, whatever you did, you pack it up and you bring it with you. So I had a great work ethic in college. I felt like that was what helped me be able to set myself apart. And so that's what I'm bringing with me, So that's all I kind of did during the off-season and even during the season, just try and pick up those nuggets and figure out the right things to do that I need to do because everybody different. Everybody need different things. So just figuring out what worked best for me, my routine. That's what everybody talk about coming into the NFL, stuff like that. Taking care of yourself, all that.
You had some good flash plays in the preseason opener against the Rams. Looking back at that film, what are some of your biggest takeaways as far as what you liked that you saw from yourself and what you want to work on?
I like the player that I know I can become. That's the thing I like the most. And I like the journey of getting there, because it don't happen overnight. I think that the plays, I think I left a lot of plays out there, to be honest. I think that, I'm talented, enough to make any play that come inside, and I gotta get to that point where I'm doing that.
How good has Jeff Zonita already been for your development just in this short time this offseason working with him?
Yeah, Coach Z, he do his thing. He talking at you, he taking you out, and he demanding things from you before practice, at the start of practice, and at the end of practice. It's all the same energy, and you don't really have a choice but to get better.
Is that helping your development, knowing what, a particular coach, like knowing his demeanor is not going to change, he's always going to be Coach Z and expect the same thing every single day? Yeah, that's because you trying to expect that from yourself, but, we football players, but then we human too, and so it kind of get up and down, but when you got somebody right behind you, holding you accountable, making sure that, y'all both on the same page, y'all both reaching for the same things, then, things get a lot more easy.
So the same kind of energy. How do you describe that energy in just a few words?
Coach Z old school. My mom said, he look and sound like the type of coach supposed to be coaching me. So it's all good. He great energy. Wouldn't trade it.
When did you get the star tattoo?
I got the star right before I came out. To camp, about 2 weeks before I came out to camp, just working, bought in, who would want to, I love my opportunity I got here, so.
And is it also kind of hard because your story is always going to be connected with the Dallas Cowboys too?
I mean, most definitely, and they trusted me, they putting resources around me to help me, do what I'm supposed to do, and I'm forever indebted, The game of football gave me a lot, and it gave me a lot before I got to the NFL. So when I got to the NFL, it just gave me more, so.
Yeah. They traded for a veteran in Phillips yesterday, but the coaching staff and everybody was saying, this isn't about Mazi's having a good camp, he's doing what we need, it's just about getting more competition in here. Just how do you take the addition of him, and do you know much about him as a player?
Yeah, I know all about Jordan Phillips. He done made a lot of plays. He have vetted his game. And when you able to add that to the room, what they say. I forgot what it said. Iron sharpen iron, or whatever they said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's what you want. You want competition. You want a room full of competition. You don't want nobody chilling, relaxed. This football. You know what I'm saying?
Can you talk about Coach Z's coaching style and how you have taken to it? It's a little tough love at times, but
yeah, we play a tough sport.
Right.
This ain't all Candyland, and this stuff is real.
Right.
We talk about we dedicated our whole life to this. We're playing this game since I was 7.
Right.
Don't ever want to let it go. I know people who didn't have the opportunity I had, and they still not letting it go. So it's like for me to have this opportunity, man.
So you embrace, you know, he's on you because he wants you to do well and all that.
Yeah, the first thing he said to me, you know, was about becoming a great player.
Right.
You know, teaching us how to play the game. He played so long. Right. Him and Coach Pecco.
Right.
They both played a real long time. So they just trying to give us the gems that they got from seeing it and trying to, you know, make sure we know what it looked like. So when we go out there, we could be a great unit.
When you talk about Jordan Phillips this season as he's coming in, and then Jonathan Hankins last season, obviously there has to be a balance between competing against these guys, iron sharpens iron, but also learning from these guys, especially as a young guy. I mean, what is your balance there, and how do you manage that?
You can learn something from somebody without saying anything or hearing anything that they say. You know, not saying that, you know, they can't come talk to me or nothing like that. Hank talked to me. I'm sure me and Jordan Phillips are going to have conversations. But just watching how they go about their business, you see vets, you know, people have done this for 11 years. They've started in the NFL for plenty of time. That's not an easy feat. So when you got somebody coming in that's done anything like that, you know, that's, first of all, that's respect. And then, you know, you look to them and see what they're doing and seeing what you're not.
How much more comfortable are you in the scheme 3 weeks into camp? You know, how much better do you feel about what you're doing?
Try to keep the head down. You know, we got real games to play. So, you know, I want to make those plays in those games, you know, just keep my head down, keep working, you know, not really worried about the feeling.
Right.
You know, it's next day, you know, let's do it again. Got to recreate it.
But this scheme does fit you and what you and your style.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm an athlete for real.
Right.
So like I could fit in any scheme, but I am pretty strong. So this is pretty a scheme for, you know, it's been a lot of two-gappers in this scheme.
Right.
You know.
Have you got all your strength back?
I mean, yeah.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right.